Hey staff, hope you're having a great week. Just want to take a moment to update you on a number of things that are going on throughout the journey because I know this has been a very busy season for many of us. And really to begin, I want to start by thanking you for the work that you did in helping and serving at each one of these congregational meetings. I know that there was a lot that happened in a very short amount of time, and I'm just incredibly grateful for the ways that you mobilized very quickly to serve each one of our locations and to provide what was needed both through childcare and also communication so that we can make this a meaningful experience for those that are in our church to learn more about what's going on with a lot of this structural change. It was very evident that people were both grateful for what you do on a week-to-week basis, but beyond that, we're really excited about what is happening both at your specific location, but also across the church. And when you think about being one church with many locations and being a multi-site church that can distinctly and uniquely address the needs of each one of our locations, we got to see a picture of that, which is really beautiful and really exciting for us. And I'll just say on a personal level, one of the things that I shared at each one of our locations was that really the priority that I have, but also I think a priority that all of us collectively have in the next year is to really pursue alignment and staff health. And as we think about staff health, one of the ways that we've already begun that process is both through the BCWI, but also through the work that we were able to do last week in our all-staff meeting. And I just want to thank you for your vulnerability and transparency. I know that for many of you, that was an uncomfortable place to be in, to talk about experiences that you've had, but also longings of who we would become. And I know that one of the things that came up at the end of the meeting was, okay, what do we do? Where are we going? What are the next steps? And we had an opportunity after the meeting to meet as a staff leadership team to talk about that. And one of the things that we said is we need to continue the conversation. We felt like there were so many good things that were said, and we don't want to end that yet. And so here's what that's going to look like over the next month. First of all, we're going to send out an email and try to summarize, hey, here's some consistent themes and values that we heard that were shared in that all-staff meeting. And what we're going to ask you to do when that email is sent is to basically rank those values of what you feel like are most important to you, but also least important to you. And when we get into our next all-staff meeting on June 20th, we're going to talk about what those values mean and even what those values could look like. But now where we're going to take the next step is, if these were values that existed on our staff, what would it look like for us to actually live these things out? What are the behaviors that we want to see associated with these values? What are the expectations that we want to create as we think about what it means to live and serve together? And so you're going to be hearing more information about that, and we're really excited to continue that conversation with one another. But I just want to let you know on behalf of the staff leadership team, we're just really grateful for your honesty and for your willingness to enter into those conversations, because we believe that God is going to use that in significant ways to continue to grow us to become a staff that is healthy and a staff that becomes sustainable long term. So praying for you all, love you all, incredibly grateful for the work that you're doing and the ways that you continue to serve this church.